Okay, my task today is to take these strips of metal that I've prepared and lay them over the cook chamber door and then weld them into place. They still need to be cut down, so that's what I'm going to do first, is just tape the side pieces on so that I can just, yeah, anyway, you'll see what I'm doing. I don't need to explain it. Okay, temporarily gonna just take these in position. Interesting. Yeah, this sits a little proud here, and then it's sunk in a little bit down here, so that's gonna be interesting. When it comes time to weld it, I may need to put something on there to keep the door open, just that tiny little bit. I guess I could just wedge like a screwdriver in there or something. There we go. And this is the top. Here's an interesting little question. I have these things temporarily taped in place to just sort of mark how far the the strips, the top and bottom strips, need to go, left or right. And so my little question is, do I make them stay like that, or do I let them go down? And so I think I'm going to do the latter, because the whole idea is to seal from smoke. But it's interesting that this top part is a little bit, tiny bit proud of the surface. It's just a little bit up to where it's having to choose. I didn't anticipate having to choose that. This is kind of fascinating to me that it's March and it's going to get up into the 80s today, but it's not hot yet by Central Texas standards. And this metal just sitting out in the sun for like the 30 minutes that I've been here, this stuff is hot to the touch. This is, and this is. I mean, that's going to help my welding, I'm sure, but that's amazing. Another thing I'm having to do now, and maybe I should have done it before I put this in place, is decide where I'm going to put these weld beads, because I'm not going to weld the entire thing. That would be overkill, and I'm running out of shielding gas anyway. So I'm going to just put it, put a couple of beads in a couple of places. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. I might end up taking a sledgehammer to that and just bringing it down. Pretty much done. That's crazy. I do find myself wondering if I don't want a latch for this door. Like if it's going to blow around in the wind and end up messing things up. Okay, that is officially finished, except for maybe two things. I don't know yet whether or not I should have put a latch on here to keep it a precise distance out. It doesn't quite come to, it doesn't close all the way now. I think it's the influence of this, of the fire basket. And then there's also the question of whether I wanted a shelf here on the front. And then I probably have to think about that, because I'm definitely going to not worry about this until there's a need for it, because I have a feeling I'm just going to keep it closed the whole time. The shelf, however, I might find myself wanting. Yeah, I think for now this thing is done. Okay, just for the sake of making smoke, we'll see if this thing lights proper or not. That started fast. Do you have any wet wood over there we can throw on it?
Wet.
Okay, cool. There you go. There's smoke. That's what we want. So, you can see smoke coming out of the chimney, the stack, whatever. Oh, and a lot coming out here. Now the question is whether or not it's coming out from places it should not come out. Like...
That's good.
So far I'm just seeing it come out of the stack and out of the door.
And that's just seeping. That's not drawing like it is out of the stack.
What are you saying? I'm sorry?
This is just sort of seeping out.
Right.
It's not being drawn
It's
out
not,
like
yeah.
this.
And I
It's
can...
clearly drawing.
Yeah, there it's actually... Yeah.
You can look and see it really well from this angle.
Yeah, from here too. So, yeah, the door needs to be sealed better. Or maybe I don't care. You know,
I'm not sure you care.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably don't care about that, but maybe I do. We'll see.
And in the end, the question is, since it's not coming out the back,
Yeah.
the question is if you went ahead and
Oh, and sealed it all the way?
rest of that I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just go ahead and run a bead all the way along it just to fill it in.
That's good.
Yeah, check that out. Jim noticed that it's coming out of the grease drain hole, whatever.
Look at the volume of smoke in here. Looks good. Look at it. It's just bellying down here.
Huh.
That's good.
Well, I'm glad it draws it all, because I was worried that that baffle on the far end was going
too low.
to screw things up or something. I've had some trouble rolling this thing, and we realized that one of these wheels is trashed already. It's already crumpling and coming in, and that's why I'm having so much trouble rolling this thing around. And fortunately, Jim had the very intelligent idea of just replacing the tires themselves, like not the entire assembly, but just finding a 4-inch metal wheel that you could replace the polyurethane ones with. So that's probably what I'll do. It means it won't break anymore. Like the brake won't work properly on a new wheel probably, but I think I'd be okay with that.